Saturdays are about Black dreaming and the return, and I will tell you about what the return is shortly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ebony Janice. I go by Ebony Janice, which means that you should call me Ebony Janice. And the reason for this particular Saturday conversation, Black dreaming and the return and I'm combining them together, is because I'm talking about a return to God. And so today I'm just here to talk a little bit about what the return means. First of all, usually when people hear a return to God, they think about repentance. That is not what I'm talking about at all. I'm actually talking about returning to yourself. I'm actually talking about you could think of repentance in the extent of I have fleshed the definition. If I believed in sin, it would be not being my actual self in this lifetime, not being actual Ebony Janice. That is sin nature to me. So then a return then to God, or return then would be, that would be a return to God, a returning to myself. So you could put them in relationship with each other, but I am not talking about repentance as in begging God for forgiveness or in begging some external entity to forgive you. Because again, remember, and I said this in another episode earlier, shame has never been a necessary component of this relationship. And that is profound and transformative. And if you could really get that deep down in your soul, it will change the way that you exist in your relationship with the divine, and in your relationship with yourself, and the relationship with both of those as one and the same. So a return to God is really about what are the things that I need to know about myself, to uncover about myself, to be revealed about myself in order for me to be actual Ebony Janice. Because actual Ebony Janice exists right now. I'm not even just talking about space-time. I'm talking about right now, in this moment, as I'm recording this video, as I am talking to you right now, in this moment, actual Ebony Janice exists. I'm not talking about future. I'm talking about in this moment, actual Ebony Janice exists. And so a return to actual Ebony Janice, or a return to God, is really about being able to be seated enough, being able to be quiet enough, being able to be still enough, being able to daily create ritual and strategy that brings me back to myself. You have a home frequency. You know what it feels like. I say home frequency, but I also say regulating nervous system. You know what it feels like after you take a deep exhale. You know what your seated self feels like. That's God. And if you could create moments, micro moments throughout the day where you continue to return to that, that's a return to God. And the more you practice that, the more you practice being actual you. And the more you practice being actual you, the more you are in alignment with the divine. And the more you are in alignment with the divine, the more you bless the heavens. And the more you bless the heavens, the more the heavens bless you. It's not a future tense. It is a currently, right now, actual you exist. Now, we continue to evolve and grow and learn more about ourselves, learn more about God, learn more about the divine, learn more about our capacity. We grow in strength. We grow in our capacity. We grow in our power. We grow in our word. We grow in our manifestation power, right? But that doesn't mean that you are separate from the possibility of actual you today. A return to God is not some faraway thing. And I think that part, praying for forgiveness piece, or, that piece about, repentance, really makes us think that it has to be this laborious thing. It really could just be a micro moment of sitting back down in yourself, taking a deep exhale, and making your choices from that place versus making your choices from some version of you that you haven't actualized yet. Does this make sense? I will be talking every Saturday about Black dreaming and the return. Today felt important to introduce a more clear understanding of what I mean when I talk about a return to God. And I will make the connection to why this is in conversation with Black dreaming next Saturday. Tell me what you are currently returning to. I love talking about returning. Tell me in the comment section what you're returning to.